What's up? What's up? Yes, Mike, you are correct. I can't resist. Hello, Stamos, Linda Wallace, and Mike Lutz. Hi, Drag Dad. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. And before we start into our searching, I got a couple of things I wanted to get opened up real quick. We're going to start with this one here. Let me move these off to the side. Those will come into play in a few minutes. And I got the box upside down because it's got my personal info on it. I'm going to hurt myself. Let's just shake this down to the bottom, and we'll do this. We're just going to tear this box apart. Tape inside the box, which I always love. And we got the gold envelope. And I had sent off, I don't know, those of you that might remember, I had my furnace blew out the bottom, or my crucible blew out the bottom in my furnace, and I had like 8 ounces of silver that went flooding down inside all the electronics and the wiring and everything. Contaminated all the silver. Was an absolute mess trying to get fixed, but I did get the furnace fixed, but now I was stuck with this blob of contaminated silver. So, gentlemen, for a small fee, offered to refine that silver for me, and actually he, I believe, he just sent me some silver shot. That's a nice envelope. I'm going to keep that one. But this is the same gentleman that I purchased, or that created the Gold Bugs round from Lithic Metals. And yes, we've got some 999 fine silver shot. Should be about 7 ounces in here. I don't think I have my scale here with me at the moment. But thank you to Lithic Metals for that. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. You got a couple of my stickers as well. And a nice little canvas bag. And a nice gold envelope that I can reuse as well. And then this one has been stuck in the mail system for, I don't know, 2 weeks roughly. And finally showed up today. This is something from a gentleman that I've purchased from multiple times. We've got a pretty daggone good relationship now, both buying and selling back and forth to each other. And was able to pick these up, which I've never purchased these before, so I'm quite happy about these. These are 90% modern proof state quarters. And I've got $14 face value of these. Let me show a couple of these underneath the scope real quick and get this moved back. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit bigger so everybody can see these. Never had any of the proof modern quarters. And this is 2009 American Samoa. So we've got $14 face value of proof modern American quarters. Hey Armando, how you doing? So I thought those were pretty cool. I'd never had those before. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with them, if I'll just hold on to them and throw them into the stack or do giveaways with them. I'm not sure just yet. So, but why we are here tonight is we are going to hunt some errors. And I tried to do this last week, had some issues with the stream for those of you that were here or that tried to be here. And what we are going to start with are my 40% Kennedys. We've got the 65, 66. Hold on, what's going on here? My piles got mixed up. Where'd my 65s go? There's my 65s. Okay. 65, 65, 65. So what I did, I went to PCGS's website and figured out what years of the 40% Kennedys had known errors, which was 65, 66, 67, and 68D. And we are going to check these first, then we'll move on to the clad. Nope, no gold. No gold today. So let me change this screen. So scrolling at the top are all the different varieties that I will be searching for. And we're going to get this zoomed down in here. Ooh, and that's really hard to see that, isn't it? Let me change the text color on that. Let's make that blue. See if that's better. Nah, I don't like that either. Let's try with red. There, I think that shows up a little bit better. No problem, Linda. So, what I have done is I have loaded into my laptop and my software an example of each of the different errors that we will be searching. So, I've got these set up by year. And let's take a look at the 1965 double die reverse on the screen. And as you can see, there is doubling on the bottom serifs of the A and the M. And you can see how wide the right leg of the M is. And there's doubling of the serif at the top right of the M. And you can also see doubling on the stars. And you can see some doubling within the E on the right-hand side of the vertical portion of the E. So this is what we're going to be searching for with our 1965s. Now we only have a few of those to look through. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first one, and I'm going to take my time with these. And as you can see, there is none of that doubling there. And we do not have it on that one either. But I wanted to go through these first because this is part of my stream stack. And wanted to make sure that I was checking these before they happen to get given out to somebody. Okay, so next up, that was all the 65s that I have. We are going to be looking at the 1966 for the double die obverse. And as you can see, there is some pretty significant doubling on the 6, as well as on the right hand T and the U. The biggest part that's recognizable is the right hand leg of the U and the double serif on the R at the bottom leg. So let's take a look at our 66s for that. And if we get something that looks like it might be something similar, then we will go ahead and bring up the comparison again. Do you guys like having the examples that we can go back and forth to make sure that what we have is legit? And some of these are pretty dirty coins. Some of them are not so dirty, like this one. Like this one would be a great one to have. It's in really, really good condition. So nothing there. And we only got a couple more 66s left. And it also helps me to be able to revert back very easily to the original. And I can change the sizes, and I can, like right here, if I wanted to, I could move this right underneath and do a comparison between the two. And that way we could see what's going on with the example as well as the coin itself. Okay, so that's all the 66s that I have. Now the 67, we have 3 different errors to look for. There's 2 DDOs and a DDR. See, and this really helps me learn big time, and hopefully can get some education out to you guys. So the FS102 1967 DDO, you can see the doubling in the word trust, and it's very, very faint, but you can see the double serif on the right hand T, the left side of it, and there is a doubling on the S and the U. You can see the double serifs at the top of the U on both legs of the U. So that's the primary that we're looking for. Then that's the FS102. The FS103, we've got major doubling on the B and Liberty, and there's also the L, I, both have very similar doubling, such as this. So we'll be checking Trust as well as Liberty. And then on the reverse, we have doubling of the stars and of the E. You can see the split serif at the bottom right-hand leg of the A and at the right-hand bottom of the T. So we're going to be looking for 2 different frontal errors, obverse errors, and 1 reverse error. So let's take a look at the first one. We're going to start with the Liberty portions. Then we will go down to Trust, and then we will flip over to the stars. And we'll kind of do the same process on all of them as we go. And by doing it this way and separating everyone out individually, we don't end up messing up and missing something. Hey Aaron, how you doing? Welcome. Not yet, we're just kind of getting started at the moment. We are on the 1967s, 40%ers. And if we do happen to find a doubling on the Liberty, it's really, really prominent. Hold on. Hold on. All right, give me a minute. I've got to actually pull up this, my sample on this. Because I think you think that's machine doubling? Yeah, I don't see the serif splits. But that leg of the E appears to have it to me. I'm gonna set this one aside. Now, because those stars there are absolutely doubled. Let me tilt this a little bit. Okay. Okay, you're right. it disappeared. Okay, I give you that one. I give you that one. No, I don't have any palladium. Now here's a blazing 67. Got a little bit of machine doubling on that. I'm wanting this to be one. Just because of how nice a condition it's in. Maybe some more machine doubling. Yep, just some machine doubling. Still really nice looking 67. Matter of fact, that may actually upgrade my book. And that just looks like dye deterioration. Machine doubling here, MTN. Yeah, that S does not look anything like the S in the example. Is it pretty common? That one's clearly not anything. Some machine doubling on the L. I would love to find one of those DDOs of Liberty. So we've got a couple more 67s to look at, then we'll move on to the 68Ds. It's nice that we've got 3 different varieties that we can look at. The I or the 1? This one? Oh! Oh, shit. Thank you, sir. Let's pull that FS102 up. I am tending to think you are correct. Let me just move this down a little bit. Get this centered up. Okay. Now what I'm seeing is we've got a double serif, the bottom left of the R. Right in here. We've got splits in the T. We've got a double split on the U. But yes. And the left leg of the U definitely has a strong double serif there. You can see the two. Exactly, G-Dub. That's exactly what I was just looking at. And the inside circle of the R, you can also see very clearly, and how wide the right-hand circle part of the R is. So, FS103, we have where'd my pen go? Uh-oh. I think I left my stapler upstairs. I'll be right back. All right. Yes, sir. Make sure we get the back sides pushed down. Yeah, this one in pretty good shape. Oops, wrong one. And let's take a look now that it's in the flip. Overall condition. And we've definitely got some scuff marks there. Got some post-mint damage there. Oh, really? So we've got a few scratches in the fields, which for 1967 is to be expected. Pretty strong features overall. Take a look at the reverse. Definitely have some wearing. But overall, it's got a lot of luster left on it. I would say this would probably be a 58 or so. So let's take a look at PCGS coin facts. Take a look at the varieties for the 67 for the FS103. I'll have to order some. Come on. Come on, load up. Well, while I'm waiting for that to load, oh, here we go. FS103. Ooh! So I'm going to flip over to our main screen real quick and show you what I just found. So a 58's worth about 95 bucks. $62 $150, $63 $200. So we may have to get that one sent in. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and just set that one there. We will jump back to our searching screen. So we've got a find for the board tonight. MTN, thank you so much. I'm glad you caught that. And I'm just going to have to slow down a little bit. Okay, so that's our 67s. Our 68 is a triple die obverse. Uh, 60-ish, 65. It was 88 for my 72D no FG, but that was because they upgraded the service because of the value of the coin. But the triple die obverse, you can see on the left-hand leg of the N, you can see 3 points there. And then also on the right-hand side of the eye, you can see 2, but there's a third one in there. So we're looking at in, and then also on the D, the bottom left corner of the D, you can see a couple of points there. So let's take a look at our 68s and see if we can find something. The overall cost was $88. Why does that look like a double? But it... Did we get one right off the bat here? Alright guys, I can't tell if this is machine doubling. Yeah, I don't think so either. But I swear it looks like a double. It's not the triple. Is it? Now what I'm gonna say here, could this be a late stage triple die that has had some wear down of the die? Like, look at the G. Look at the top right of the G. There is absolutely a split there. Huge separation. Let me get rid of this real quick. And look at the split on that G there. And on the N and the I. And that's what I'm trying to do, is to catch all different types of light. See, and the double, like the horizontal line in the bottom N, the bottom horizontal line in N, you can see the double ridge line. Well, we're going to set that one aside. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this is looking identical. Which is telling me that we don't have anything. Because that was looking identical zoomed in. So we're going to call it a no. You counting it down, aren't you there, 47? Tea time for Stamos again. I'm going to set these three aside, and then I'm going to go check out Wexler's. Of course I do, Stamos. I like all gold. You want to send me some? Okay, that takes care of all of our 40%ers. Come back here. Get these put away. It's so funny how some of these lids fit on some of the tubes, but then it won't on another, but then you swap it around and everything works wonderful. All right, so on to our 3/4 full cup of 71D DDOs that we're looking for. And what we're looking at is the split serif on the T in Liberty, and then the double leg on the R, the top of the S, right hand side of the T. And then we also have doubling on in and in God. So that's the two different ones that we'll be looking for. So we're going to start with the T. Look for the double serif there. Jump down here to trust. And then jump over to in. And actually I'm going to start with in. I got to look at this a little bit closer. That U looks suspicious to me. Nope, nothing there. But that's why we hunt them. Is that the main thing that we're looking for? Kind of look at the T. What's up, doughboy? It's amazing how that can just disappear. But is it? I tend to think that it is a 102. Would you agree? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking also. All right, into a flip that goes. All right. And I'm very curious as to how common these are. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because I do have another 102 that I've found in the past. It is funny how the lighting can play tricks on your eyes. The R just seems like it's so difficult to see that extra split on in the leg. But that T definitely is a strong giveaway in Liberty. Ah, my neck's starting to give in already. And some of them, obviously, they're in such rough shape, it's hard to tell regardless. What do you think about that, guys? I don't see the leg of the R, but that S is so freaking wide, and that T is so wide. not thinking so. Let's go back up to the T. Can't tell there. Although I do see a double ridge on the left-hand leg of the T. But it's so scratched up. Yeah, and it's in such rough shape. Even if it was. All right, bye-bye. Excuse me. Dry mouth. Or dry throat, should I say. But regardless, we've got a couple that we found tonight. I'm creating my own time delay in front of me so that I don't put something away and then see somebody go, wait, 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 wait. So I'm holding like 4 coins and slowly moving through them. Adding these to a line at the top and then pulling the bottom one, putting the bottom one away, sliding them down. And that way, if there's some sort of a delay, I can get caught up. Or you can get caught up to where I am. It's probably about 2/3 of the way through the 71Ds. It's amazing how many of these I have. Wait till we get to 72. But on the 72, we only have one error to look for. Or variety, should I say. But it's fun regardless. And it's nice when it's like, yeah, that's definitely not anything. Because they could just go right away into the cup, into the reject cup. Barely even read the letters on that one. But thank you all for hanging out with me doing this tonight. I appreciate you hanging out, finding some treasures. What's up, Scrapping? How you doing, my friend? Sorry for the loudness of the coins there. Just remembered that it's right next to the microphone. Nice. Time to start breaking it all down. forget how heinous these letters can look underneath of a microscope and how worn down they can be. But we got a couple of finds tonight so far. A 67 DDO and a 71D DDO. Yeah, it's just a machine doubling. And my neck. I've got to get this chair situation resolved. Man, what is going on with my phone? Storm's coming in. I made it longer tonight than I did last night. All right, we are getting to the end of the 71Ds. Then we're gonna go to the 82Ps and work backwards, because that way we can actually look for a couple different things, because I've got so many 72s and a whole lot of 72Ds to look through for no FGs. Okay, that's getting really annoying. Then we'll get to roll all these up afterwards. 'Cause that's the main reason why I did this tonight. Is that I've got about $230 worth of halves sitting, waiting to look through for errors. And I'd like to get them cashed in. so that I can use that money towards boxes next week. I think everybody left me. Which is quite okay. There's still somebody hanging out back in there, lurking. And that does it for the 71s. Alright, we're going to go to the 82Ps. And what we are looking for there, I believe, is a DDO, or no FG, I'm sorry. Yep, no FG on the 82P. So these should be rather quick to go through. Ah, gotcha. Okay, that's all the 82Ps. Now we are going to go to the 77Ds. And what we were looking for is a double die obverse. You can see the strung split on the leg of the R, the split serifs on top of the U, and the extra wide lower portion of the S. But it's not real noticeable. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do, sorry. And that does it for all of my 77Ds. Now we are at 74D DDO. Which we all pretty much know what that one looks like. It's probably the most common. But we'll throw a picture up on the screen real quick. And the biggest tell is the double serif on the 4, the line in the leg of the R, and the double serifs on the last T, and the doubling of the S. So pretty strong characteristics. Let's see if we can find one. So I first will look for the serifs on the 4. Then look at the rest of it. I have found one of these. in the past. And we've got a few to look at tonight. Try and find a second one. Or a third or fourth. Yep, I'm still here, Mike. And yes, you are correct. I don't know if you heard my statement earlier, but your comment. I have to say that I'm actually pleased with myself that I didn't break into the box of halves for tonight. Oh, how'd you guess, Scrap? I don't even know what's going to happen when it shows up. With as few people that was on last night, man, that was pretty pathetic. All right, and that's all the 74s. And we... All right, 73 DDO. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? Where do I see doubling on this? I know it's in the 3. Really? Sleep stream giveaways. Okay, I am having a hard time telling what's the doubling on this. MTN, are you still here? Okay, is it on the S? And maybe the left part of the, down the leg of the T? Ah, oh yes, on the bottom leg of the S. The serif, the split serif. That's the one. Now I remember. Now I remember. Couldn't remember what I was looking for. Whoa, we got some major machine doubling going on there. Good googa mugga. I wish I could say that was one. Will do. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right, getting to the bottom of the 73Ds. And then we'll get into 72D no FGs. All right, last 73D. Okay, nothing there. All right, now we're looking for that no FG again. Be able to knock these out quickly. Because it's either there or it isn't. Ooh, that's a close one. That's a close one. But it's there. Damn, that's close. But there it is, right there. Trying to move that away from the microphone so it doesn't kill y'all's ears. These are so easy to look for. Another close one. But it's there. Sorry if I'm moving pretty quick through these, but these are really easy to spot. And I'm just rolling on through. There's been two that were close. Another close one. But there it is right there. Hard to find it on that one, but that's probably the closest one so far. And we are coming to the end of the 72 Ds. And that is the end of the 72 Ds. Now we are left with the 72 DDO, which, let's take a look at that, see what we're looking for. And you can see the, again, the split on the leg of the R, the double serifs at the top of both parts of the U. That's the major aspects of it. You can see the split serif at the top left of the R, the bottom right leg of the T. So the T and the R split serifs are the biggest things that we're looking for. So with that being said, and I've got a whole cup of these, got a bunch of these. We are going to roll through these pretty quickly, or at least try to. Keep getting rid of that. So do you guys enjoy this type of a stream? Because I'm going to continue doing them. It gives me an extra night of streaming. Don't you know? So we do 2 box hunts a week and an error hunt. Box hunts will be Mondays and Thursdays, which we are not doing a stream Thursday night because I will be hopefully icing down a bunch of yellowfin tuna to bring home Thursday night after my charter trip. The storm's coming in. Uh-oh, missed the plate. It's quite all right, Stamos. You are further ahead than probably 90% of the people in the world. %90 of the world does not have anything. No silver, no gold. So you are ahead of them. Come on, let's find another one. I want to put another one in a flip tonight. Well, be like your friend and go get some more. I had 4 or 5 that I sold off and basically traded them in for American Gold Eagles instead. Hold on. I think this is just some machine doubling. Yep. Gotta make it happen. I'm a firm believer in the fact that you make your own opportunities. For the most part. Do I like pie? I like apple pie and strawberry pie. My wife's grandmother used to make the absolute most incredible strawberry pie. Not a big fan of the chocolate. Personally. Come on, let's see one. I guess I really can't complain finding 2 double dyes tonight. One being a 40%er. Oops, how did D get in there? It does. I just keep it shaved. I like it nice and close. Like my hair up here. I don't know, just personal preference. My wife likes it. That's probably the biggest reason. I've just never been a big beard person. In the case of a major crisis, food comes first, food and water. Along with ammunition, which is a precious metal to me, to protect my food and water. And after a complete financial reset, that's when the precious metals come into play. Because in a absolute crash situation, your precious metals aren't going to do anything for you. You can't eat your precious metals. You can't drink your precious metals. Basic necessities of life are what will come into play. That much, huh? Based upon when you sent it and when you heard it. Oh, you're now just leaving work? All right, man, we'll talk to you later. All right, we're getting down to the end of it. Got about another handful and a half to go through. Yes, I am a firearms owner. I don't know that it makes me cool or not, but I am. Alright, final handful, which is probably about 10, 15 coins. Then we'll do a recap. Alright, and the last and final error coin for tonight is a no-go. So let's do a quick little recap of what we did find tonight. And we're going to start with the 1971D DDO FS 102. Which, if you notice, the I and the N in in have very strong doubling. So let's take a look at the one we found. And you can see that split serif. Actually, can you? This is not an FS 102. It is not an FS102. But we do have a 1967 DDO FS103. Nope, 102, excuse me. Hold on a second. 67 DDO with the 67 DDR. Nope. Not the DDR. There we go. There we go. We got this split serif on the bottom left of the R. Although it disappears when I turn it. And I think I might be pulling both of these back out of their flips. Well, now I'm disappointed. Let me put that back up here. Not that one. This one. Yeah, there we go. The top of the U. Double split on top of the U. The split on the left leg of the T. The split serif there. The doubling around the outside of the R. The extra wide S. Yeah, we do. Cool. Cool, cool. All right. The 71 now, no go. No go on that. So that'll get pulled back out. And that is going to do it for me for tonight, guys. It's just another average stacker saying stay safe, keep healthy, treat each other kind. And I will see you next Monday, if we don't go before then. Next Monday, 8 p.m., we've got a half box to hunt for some silvers. So this is just another average stacker saying good night, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Talk to you all later.